Welcome back, Marsnauts, to another episode of Surviving Mars Reality. Today we're going to continue our adventures and we're going to hopefully get our spacecraft ready to take off, or to return, and we're also going to go for men. Sorry, just turn the volume down a bit. We're going to start off by getting our fuel depot going. So what do we need? For fuel depot, we actually have to send it. Right, so we will need a cargo rocket with a fuel refinery. Just one of those should do. Good thing we have a lot of rockets. That's one of the nice things about being a rocket company, because we're spacey. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more machine parts and electronics, because you can never have too many of those. A little bit of polymer. And we have more capacity, so we'll get some more. Just to be sure. Okay. That'll give us a lot of supplies for a while to come. Now, we're going to build a Moxie. Now, Moxie pulls oxygen from the air, and I believe there's a test of this on either Curiosity rover or possibly the Mars 2020 rover. One of the two, where it will pull oxygen from the atmosphere from principally carbon dioxide. So you can see here it's pumping air into these pipes. Good. So we're going to build a couple of other things. We're going to build
achieved. Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Water tower. That'll do. To make sure we have plenty of water storage. We're also going to build an oxygen tank for the same reason, for oxygen. Because we don't want to run out of those, and there are some times where the devices don't work. Okay, so what's next? Let's get some anomalies being researched. Ooh, that looks like a breakthrough. Oh, it's just some kind of a mystery. Well, we'll find out what it is soon. Okay. Drones, heavy. Oh, it's because we don't have enough power. Let's also build a battery.
Vehicle battery low.
Uh-oh. That is not good. How low is it? Oh, it'll be fine. Okay, so it's giving us a hint that we can build a dome. Well, we're definitely not ready for that because of our power situation. But where will we build a dome?
The rover went dark for 5 hours.
Ooh.
When it rebooted, it confirmed it had come into contact with an unusually high voltage electrical charge.
We need to repair it. Tech boost, low G. Okay, so we gained some money. Telescopic drill used to probe the anomaly site discovered magnetite-rich rocks, a source of electrical charge. Rover still functional. Take some time. So we'll get some money and we'll get a tech boost because of that. Cool. So we need to send our RC rover, which is we have an RC rover, don't we?
Dust storm approaching.
Oh gosh, we have two. That's not good. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, so we'll worry about that later. What are we gonna do now? We're going What's up with this? Oh, ready to land. We'll have you land up here. Okay, so we do have some battery accumulators, but we're not
Sector
accumulating any power because our total demand is equal to our... Oh boy. So we need... Whoops. We need more solar panels. Whoops. Let's build a couple more. Shift clicking so that we keep our power better. And then we'll go ahead and build pipes on top of it to keep our oxygen and water flowing. So we're gonna branch off here. Let's figure out which one we want to go through. That's low grade, average grade metal.
Meteor incoming. Cable fault reported.
Okay, so we broke some stuff. That's fine. We're gonna build a couple of wind turbines. We get a little bit of a bonus if we build them up here. So we'll go ahead and take that. Now, wind turbines, you could make them work on Mars, but they probably wouldn't be that good. In this game, they're actually quite good. The wind, there's very strong wind on Mars, but it's just not that powerful because the atmosphere is so thin. And in this game, higher elevation actually causes the windmills to work better. I'm not so sure that that would actually be the case on Mars either, because Mars has what? Mars has such a thin atmosphere, you're going to get the best results when you are at the higher, thicker atmosphere, and you're going to have a thinner atmosphere the higher up you are, just like you do on Earth. Okay, so we have a dust storm. Moxies and moisture evaporators don't work. Wind turbines generate more power, and everything gets more dust. Lovely. Okay. So you can see dust storms. Dust storms are quite a real thing. One of the biggest problems that Mars has, actually. I can't believe I put 2 transport vehicles and no. Ah, bad me. Did I produce my fuel refinery? No, I did not. We'll put that here. And we're gonna build some storage for fuel as well.
Sector scanned.
So I think this area is going to continue to be an area where we land spacecraft for a while, although we're going to shift out into this direction eventually. So
No active research. Research complete.
Whoops. Let's fix that problem. Okay, what do we got? Yeah. That will come in handy. We're gonna need that soon. Ooh, that's nice. That will be handy. we'll get these ones because those will be handy for our people when they come here, which should not be too long. Okay. So we're gonna build here because we have metal deposits. So how are we gonna get there? Well, let's build our pipes first. The pipes, of course, are in life support, silly me. Can't build around the rocket. Okay, so we don't need this many rockets. So we're gonna salvage this one. We have 5 rockets. That's a lot of rockets. So we're gonna salvage it for parts. So we'll build our dome out there, and let's get it powered.
Sector scanned.
Good. So let's have you load up on some metals. Is that working? Actually, we'll create a transport route. I think
Resources are low.
oh, that's not gonna work, unfortunately. Dang it. Okay, so what resources do we have that are so low? Let's check our charts. We have a lot of power. We have enough water. Although we're not going to have enough water for when we have an actual colony yet. We'll probably need to have another moisture vaporator and got a lot of concrete. We don't have very much metal at all. So we need to find some metal.
Sector scanned.
So here's some metal and there's some metal. We're going to use our transport to do what I was trying to do before. And have it unload some resources. Okay, good. How's our rockets looking? Okay, they're starting to get some fuel. Good. So we need to build another drone hub here. Probably about here. So this way it can be repaired. That'll be all good. And then we're going to build another concrete factory because one of the big things that you need, especially for early domes, is concrete. Which kind of implies that they're building these underground, even though you'll see the domes are not really built underground. But it kind of implies that they are, which is pretty realistic. Oh, we can put a landing pad. Interesting. You know what?
Sector scanned.
We'll build a landing pad. That'll be handy. Okay, so let's get power to our concrete extractors. And let's get a place for them to dump
Cable
their
fault
junk.
reported.
plenty of place. And then we'll get a concrete depot that we'll put here, and we'll put a metal depot here. We'll put a universal depot near here, and we'll also put another one. We'll put one here because we're gonna build our dome. So let's go ahead and dome. Ooh, passage. That's a new thing since I first played. So we want to be in range of the mine, but probably not that close. So we'll go with something like here, because the mine might kick up some dust. But you need people to mine, so let's go ahead and put some pipes to it. I'm gonna change the way that wire.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
Oops, I need to keep scanning. So we're gonna scan more in this area because this is becoming needed. And how far out can I? It's still really close. In case I'm not gonna put another scanning tower out that far. So let's build our electricity to power our dome. You can see it requires a lot of concrete, a little bit of polymer, and a fair bit of metal, which metal's probably going to be the hardest thing to come by. Still trying to refuel this thing, huh? Okay, let's get this, and then we'll dump
Research
it
complete.
here. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Silly me. Okay, that should work. Let's keep up with the research. Oh, we already got that. Good. That will be handy too. Okay.
Cable fault reported.
How are we doing? So our dome's making some good progress. We're getting... Concrete is basically being poured almost directly in, which is fine. Cool. And we seem to be coming up with metal from somewhere. Is that in range? Nope. Pity. I don't have any more drone hubs, so we can't get it in range, but we have lots of power. Lots and lots of power. And we're doing good. We just don't have much water. Oh, we found water. It's a low-grade water, but it's still water. Well, we'll get there. Okay. We'll get there. That must have come from a meteor. You know what? These edges are far enough away. We're gonna go ahead and build another sensor tower. as far out as we can reach. So right around here. That'll do. There's still two relatively close ones, but this will help get all this area scanned really quickly, which we want to have done. And it won't cost that much. All right. So our drones are overloaded. Not really surprised. Do I have any food? No, I don't. Now, when we go pick up colonists, then they will bring food. So we'll have a little bit of time before we have to get farms online. See, this looks like a dome. Reality, there'll be a lot fewer windows,
Sector
but it makes it
scan.
easier to see, so I'm willing to forgive it. I wish I had an RC rover. Silly me. How much money do I have? So we can get one more. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll get a little bit of food. A couple of drones. It's almost there. Cool. It's a very good job of realizing what the land would look like on Mars. What it does look like. And we're building our dome. Cool. So, what are we going to do here? I'm going to get this set up for
Milestone
service.
achieved.
So we have a dome, good. We'll want some kind of a living quarters. Could be pretty basic to begin with. We'll pass on that for now. We'll want a diner and a grocer and let's go with a research lab. And we have a little space in the center so we can put something like, I don't know, a fountain. And then we'll go with we'll only need one living quarters. This will need a medical center at least. Infirmary. And that should do for the time being. So we'll let these buildings all get built. Oh, we need a farm.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Farm is in production. I'm going blind. Sorry about this. I guess I just don't have farms researched yet.
Cable fault
Really?
reported.
I guess that's the case. I didn't realize that I needed to research farms. Yeah, we're gonna need that soon. So let's land on our rocket pad. And we will launch this guy into space. We'll have him return now back to Earth because he's fueled up with fuel from Mars that we've gotten from this fuel generator. So the fuel comes from water and carbon dioxide, which is actually where you would get fuel on Mars. Very good.
Sector scanned.
So it
Anomaly
takes some
found.
time to come
Cable
back.
fault reported.
And we have our RC rover now, so let's take advantage of that. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and do one last thing and then we'll call this a day. I'm going to get a passenger rocket. Now, what kind of people do we want? You typically don't want children, you want young people. Okay. We want people who preferably are specialized because they'll be able to help us more with stuff. We don't really care about security officers at this point in time, but scientists and engineers, we want those a lot. Geologists, botanists, medic, yeah. I'm not gonna thumbs up any of them, but officers we don't care that much about. Good, we still have plenty of flaws. We don't really want an alcoholic or a gambler. They're okay. That's okay. Yeah, those people will all be fine. Perks. We like workaholics. Like genius, nerds. Yeah, that's nice. Celebrity, we want the celebrity. Celebrities get us money. Enthusiast is good. Okay, let's go ahead and send our people to Mars. Brave new world. See there. Be here. Now the way this game works is you have 1 day is roughly equal to 1 year. In real life. So, you know, it makes it a lot easier. Having 700 days pass every year would get kind of tedious. So I can totally understand why they do that. And I think we'll leave it at this. Next episode, we'll land some people on the planet and we'll go from there. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know whatever questions you guys have, and we'll talk to you next time.